Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Okay, I'm going to take you on a different trip today, a much different trip. Okay, first of all, remember, use the code word return to power, one word, return to power, to get 40% off any of my dating and relationship books. Secondly, my coaching, my emotional healing and energy healing classes or sessions cost $250 right now. For Christmas special, everything is $79 per session between now and the 31st of December. Thirdly, I'm also giving a major discount as a Christmas special for my Cracked Female Code course. You have to make a deposit by the 31st and set a schedule within the next 4 to 6 weeks. Call me and we'll discuss it. Alright, so here's my question. What did you do today? I did awesome. So I'm going to take you into a day in the day of Mike Kollin. I don't normally do this when it's rainy, but for some reason today I was in a super good mood and I'm actually glad I did it. It's kind of wet, it's kind of mucky, kind of cold. It wasn't that cold though. That's probably why I was in a good mood. Actually, I don't know if that's why. There's something in the air, man. I was just in a super good mood today. So take a ride.
Wow, horns right here. Kind of grim and gloomy. Today's the 20th, one day before the darkest day of the year, the 21st. 21st is the darkest day of the year. All right, peace. You know, even though I don't like the winter or the cold, or especially the rain and wet, this is just beautiful. Look at that. Down there. It's kind of cool. It's actually not that cold. It's about 50 some degrees. It's not that bad. Wow, they're canoeing out there. That is just, by the way, this water is cold even in the summer. You can't swim in it more than probably 10-15 minutes without getting really, like, your muscles stiffen up. Alright. It's kind of like a London movie with all the fog. Here we are. Alright. Not really much to see. Foggy. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, I think that's it. Well, let's go across a little bit more. When it starts going down, pick it up speed, I'm going to turn it off. Kind of cool. I think today is Saturday, I think. I'm not sure what today is. Sunday or Saturday. Jake Paul fight, yeah, today's Saturday. Man, Jake Paul broke his jaw. I mean, that's what he says, so who knows. Probably that was a pretty good shot. These are little areas right here where you can kind of walk off, get out of the way, and just kind of look. But right now, all you're going to see is fog. Okay, the fog's getting worse. I think that's it for now. Alright, peace. Once you hear the foghorn, cars are kind of loud. It goes about every 10 seconds. That's fog. You can't even see a quarter mile, not even a quarter mile, not even probably an eighth of a mile. So yeah, so I'm gonna stay over here all the way to the side. You get nailed. And I'm gonna ride. Sorry I missed the foghorn. It's kind of cool. I'm surprised how many people are out. I guess it's because it's Christmas, but the fog does make it look hella cool. Like, this is freaking awesome. I'm not gonna go around this little circle thing here with my phone. People just coming out of the fog. Alright, I'm out. The flowers don't like the fog. Alright, so I think this is the foggiest I've ever seen it, even when I was in high school. Maybe, no, I think for me, I'm sure it's been worse, but this is pretty thick fog. Alright, you know, I'm gonna take you along a ride. Ground looks great, huh? Got my hoodie up, maybe I'll show you that. There's our little cafe. Sorry, I'm doing a one-handed thing here, so I can't really get a good view. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, they got rid of that. I'm sure they're gonna fix it. Spring or whatever. So yeah, this is what I do. I cruise. Cruising through the fog. Let me become my new cool guy sunglasses on. These are great sunglasses, by the way. I think the best ever. The last one I had was good, which I'm sure you saw. These ones are way better. All right. It's Presidio. This used to be a military base. Apparently it's not anymore. I did not know that. I don't know why that saddened me, but it did when I found out. There's a lot of bases that got shut down a while back. Apparently it's been shut down, so I think someone said like 15 years or something, and I was like, what? I thought it like literally just got shut down like a year or two ago. All right, this is kind of treacherous, so I think I'm gonna stop and put the phone away, because this is wet, slippery, and fast, and I'm on skinny tires. I'll be honest with you, I do not know why, but I'm in a great mood today. Happy holidays, happy. Hey, let's see if we can see. Nope, can't even see the Golden Gate Bridge today. Not even a little bit. So there's a little bit more. So down here, you can see it a little bit better. So that's probably like about not quite a half mile, but up on the bridge, it was not even an eighth of a mile, probably a block. But anyways, happy holidays. I was singing that song as I was going out with these people. I forgot how it was. Da 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 da. Waltzing in a winter wonderland. I did a little bell, and they laughed. That was cute. You know what? I love coming down here, because you know I wasn't in this good a mood until I just crossed the bridge. There's something about right when I get onto the bridge and come across, I'm always in a good mood right here. Always, every time, 100%. Maybe it's because of that. Could be. I'm sorry, but you know, it's what it is. That's my favorite place, Sports Basement. That's just one of my favorite places. Then we got Pete's Coffee, and then we got Starbucks, and the marine itself, and the tourists. By the way, they got a brand new bathroom here, a little filtered water thing on the side. It's a really good system they got. So if you come to visit, this is Chrissy Field right here. Again, they do a lot of activities from 4th of July to everything. I mean, almost every weekend they're doing something here. Whether it's like a triathlon, marathon, whatever, events, music events. You know, I lived just across the bridge for like 20 years and almost never came down this way. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I mean, I came to the clubs, but not during the day, during the daytime events. I was probably sleeping, that's why. Just kidding. Alright, that's it. You know, it seems like a gloomy day, but people here are in a really good mood. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's gloomy, but it's awesome. Probably because it's not that cold. That might be one reason. Alright, I'm out. So just so you know, starting today at 1, we are going to be in a flood warning. Apparently California is going to be the wettest area in the world for the next 10 days. So we're we're going to get a lot of flooding is what's going to happen for 10 days. So they said it's going to be the wettest place I think in the whole world. So I guess I got to prepare. It's in about 3 hours, so I got to get heading home.
Okay, that cute little neighborhood I just showed you, that's Avila Street in the Marina in San Francisco. Very, very, very wealthy area. Those little homes are expensive. So I had a lady one day, I was going down that street and she started to talk to me and she gave me the history. Essentially, people from northern Italy that moved to San Francisco slowly had moved to that neighborhood. So that was like an Italian neighborhood for a long time. I think it's still kind of predominant, but not as much as it used to be like in the 60s, 70s, and 80s and 90s. Here's the interesting thing about that. The homes are different. They're smaller, they're cuter, the style, everything, it's like, wow, I've never seen this before. But I took to it instantly. And this is before I met that lady that I knew anything about that neighborhood. I was just going up and, down Avila Street because I really liked it. And I checked out the neighborhood. And I was like, God, these homes are so cute and blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. Both my grandparents are from northern Italy. And when she told me that, I thought, I wonder if like somehow DNA-wise or something, that style of home or, something about that just made me feel at home. And about the flood watch, it hasn't rained. I mean, it's cloudy, but it hasn't rained at all yet. So we're all kind of waiting on pins and needles. We're supposed to have like the worst weather, like wet weather ever. And they said it's going to be, Northern California is going to be the wettest area for the next 10 days in the entire world. So essentially when I go to the city, I generally will go to the sports basement, get something called Shot Blocks, and then I'll go to Pete's Coffee. And I'll read an NLP book for about an hour. And then I'll generally go across the street to the Apple Store, or maybe go to Walgreens or something, grab something. Or I sent some money to Sheena Marie today for Christmas, so she and her kids would have some money, or her child and her father would have some money. So I ride anywhere from 12 miles upwards of 20 miles, depending on the mood. Especially if it's sunny, I'll ride longer, and I kind of push myself on the way home. Actually, both ways. So because I'm holding the camera, what you're seeing, I'm not going as fast as I normally would be going.
So I'm heading home early. Wow, look at that. Let's zoom into the fog over there. Kind of cool. Barely see the bridge. Couldn't see it earlier at all. Yeah, I'm heading home because apparently Northern California is supposed to be the worst, like the wettest. I know I already said it. I talked to some guy and he said, yeah, the next 10 days is supposed to be the wettest area in the world. So apparently we're going to get stormed pretty bad. Kind of cool. I love the weather now because it's in the 50s, probably mid 50s, maybe 55. I don't like it when it's too cold. I can handle the wet when it's not too cold. Probably riding my bike keeps me warmer too. Like Jurassic Park. Wow, horns right there.
Okay, so that's it. I headed on the way home. Here's one thing that I know what you don't see. I don't record my interactions with people. I'm a very, very social person. I spend a lot of time talking to people. It's part of my experience going into the city, especially in the marina. Right now, the vibe in the marina is just, it's a wonderful experience. That whole pathway that I drive, and go along. So I tend to spend quite a bit of time talking to different people from different parts of the world. In fact, I met a guy from Turkey today, a young lady from Southeast Asia, etc. So I don't record people. I just don't think that's appropriate. And who knows, maybe in the future I'll get like a chest-held camera, but I just don't know if I'd still, because I'd probably ask them permission first, and I don't know, I just think it's kind of awkward. Not awkward, but not respecting their space. So if you ever do come out to San Francisco area, take a training, and we do go to the city, whether we take a car, ride a bike, or however we do it, you'll get to experience what it's like. I think you will be surprised. One thing people tell me after they've taken the course, when they go home, they will respond back months later and say that was the most life-changing experience they've ever had in their entire life. And remember, if you want to get a 40% discount, use the code A Return to Power in one word. 40% discount applies to any dating relationship book for men or women. There is a one-time, not one-time, but just for Christmas, where it's a $79 fee down from $250 for any coaching session, emotional healing session, energy healing session, narcissist abuse session, etc. Again, it's only $79 per session between now and the 31st. For those of you who want to take my course, Cracked Female Code, I'm giving a major discount this Christmas season only. Call me. You got to make a down payment before the 31st, and then you have to schedule it within 6 weeks after. So either between now and the end of December, January, or to the 15th of February. So between now and then. Okay, that's a day in the life of Mike Kollin. Generally not one of the sunnier days. I do have some sunnier videos I'm going to upload from a couple weeks back. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Remember, click subscribe, click the like button, make a comment, and as always, you can go ahead and make a donation. There's a PayPal link right there in the description box. Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you guys have a great holiday.